CSS Width and Height. Units. Pixel, fixed sized. Percent, relative to parent. VH, percent of visible screen height. VW, percent of visible screen width. Auto, this is default. The browser calculates the height and width.
Let's demonstrate CSS Width and Height in VS Code. This is our complete tutorial project. Files, just create a new file like width and height .html. Just create a new file, HTML file, and title is CSS Width and Height. This is our CSS file and this is our HTML file. Now just take a box, and inside box, for time being we just take a box. And if you style this, just link a CSS and move to the CSS dot box. Apply some properties, like here we will apply width and height. So let's say width is 200, height is 200 pixel. We will start with pixel unit, and let's take border like 3 pixel solid and red. Just save the file. This is our HTML file, and the CSS file just open with live server. You can see this is a box with 200 width and 200 height. So this is a we take it's a container with height 200 and width 200. Let's make it. Now we will use it side by side. If we want to make it like height is like, let's change the height to 100. So you can see the height is now 100, changed to 100. So we are applying a width and height property, and we are taking a pixel property, pixel unit. Let's right click on this and inspect. You can see the 200 is width and 100 is height of this element, and that is pixel. You can also check the properties here. Just search for width. You can see width is 200 pixel. Similarly, you can search for height. So height is 100 pixel. So we have used pixel unit to set the height and width of this box. Let's take inside this box a paragraph. It is loaded. Now you can see that the text width, this is the text width is still here, and the height is overflowing. The text is overflowing because the size of this text is more than the height of this box. The height of this box is only 100, but the height of this paragraph is more than 100. So you can increase this, like by height is 300 pixel. Like you can set like 200 pixel. So now you can see it's adjusted. So we can increase the height of this box or element according to the size of its container or the paragraph or its contents. Let's make it once again 100. You can also use auto, that will automatically adjust. Let's apply auto. You can see, and here the height of this box is automatically adjusted as the height of this paragraph. Let's increase the text, like just copy it and paste it. You can see as much as the size of the paragraph is increasing, as much as the height of this box is increasing. You can all just, but once again, if you paste more text, you can see now, you can see the text is increased, the height of text increased, the paragraph increased, the height of this box is increased. This is the default unit using by the browser that automatically adjusts itself according to the size of its contents. If you apply, you can also apply auto as width. So you can see that the width of paragraph, you can see here is the paragraph's maximum width is still here. This line is the maximum long paragraph. So as much as you can see the container width is adjusted. So you can use auto property that the browser will decide the width and height of this box according to the width and height of its child or its container. Now let's apply some properties on the paragraph. Let's take a paragraph and apply some properties like border, 3 pixel solid and black. Now you can see we have applied also border property. Just apply some padding in this box like padding 10 pixel. So now you can see that this red is actually behave like a container. Its parent container. This red box is like a parent container and this paragraph is child. Just move to the CSS. This box is actually parent. This is actually parent and this paragraph is actually child. Now we will apply percentage property. Now we will apply percentage property. And that we will apply on this paragraph. Let's its width be 50%. So you can see the width of this paragraph is 50% and this container is 100% width. And you can see this is half of its parent. So we have already mentioned that the percentage property depends on its parent. It's a relative property and depends on the width and height of its parent. While pixel is fixed, that is not dependent on any its parent. So you can see here, you can see that the width of this paragraph is 50% of its parent. You can increase this. Let's make it 100%. Make it like 90%. 90%. So you can see the width is now increased more and more. Make it like 100%. So you can see now the width of this paragraph is 100% of this container. This is because of the padding 10%. So the percentage unit depends on its parent. So here this box, the width of this this paragraph is 100% of that of its parent. Like you can make it like 20%. So you can see now this is 20%. You can increase make it like 40%. Now this is 40%. And it is only dependent on its parent container. So that was about the percentage. That was about the percentage unit weight according to the weight. You can also apply. Another property is VH and VW. That the percentage available screen, and the VW means that the visible width of the screen. Let's make this width and height like 200 pixel its container, and the height is also 200 pixel. And now make the width like 50% visible width, or make it like 70%, 80%. Now you can see the width of this parent, this child is not depend on its parent container. This red color box is parent and this black border paragraph is actually child. But here you can see that the width of this parent is dependent on this whole screen. It depends on the screen, not depends on this container. If we make it percentage, then it will depend on the container. You can see the width is 80% of this container. So in percentage width, the width of this child depends on this container. But in VH, visible width, there depends on the screen size, this browser screen. So it will take the width as much as the screen is available. So you can see this is the 100% screen and this width is 80%. So that depends on this visible screen. You can also increase the height. Let's increase the height. That is height. That is also like 80% visible height. Which. So you can also observe that the height of this paragraph is increased to 80% of the screen, and this is the 80% of the width of the screen. And you can clearly see that it has come out of the container. It does not depend on the size of container, but it depends on the size of the screen. This width is 80% of width of the screen, and the height is 80% of the height of the screen. Let's make it 100%. Make it 100%. You will see it will cover the whole screen. Now you can see the width and height. You can see this black line. You can see that the width is now 100% of the screen. It have occupied the 100% of width, and it has also occupied the 100% height of the screen. So And VH and VW, that depends on the size of screen. As we have discussed earlier, there is the depends on visible screen, and there is depend on visible height of the screen or browser. So that was a major difference. Let's make it like 50%. You can see, but the height is 100%, so make it also like 40% height. But you can see the text is more, so you can use it as auto. So it is auto adjusted. So this was all about the width and height properties, and the units we have used pixel, that is fixed in size, and the auto, that is auto adjusted, and the percentage that depends on its parent, and VH and VW that depends on the screen.